Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of Total War Arena. So, we are back with our Numidian cavalry today. I've just been enjoying these guys more and more, genuinely becoming one of my favourite Tetra units and cavalry in the game. I just think they're absolutely fantastic as a unit. They're sort of, they can just sort of do everything, and I think Hasdrubal's skills work really well with them now at this tier. So I've since got them a little bit more upgraded. Now we've now got the proper shield and the proper spear. It makes a huge difference. That 35 impact damage is absolutely critical for making these have enough impact damage to be significant in their charges. On top of that, with the upgraded tunic, one is the 10% movement speed bonus that I've now got, which is big. That makes a big difference to their sort of maneuverability. The charge impact is also very nice because it means now, with the exception of Greek cavalry, you are guaranteed pretty much to be winning head-on charges with any other cavalry. Barbarians and stuff you will almost all certainly be winning. A little bit of melee defense just to top it off. So yeah, they're pretty much fully upgraded bar the hats, which we'll be doing a little bit later on. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about them. I just think they're absolutely fantastic. They're the perfect anti-cav sort of tool, I find, because they have the double charge, makes it really easy to dodge, particularly with flying column. It's such a lovely ability for dodging because it has that really high movement speed combined with a really high acceleration. So if you just need to have a quick burst of speed out of the way, then it's perfect for that. And most people charge quite early, particularly Greeks and stuff when they're in wedge and they have no maneuverability. And it really is not that hard to just quickly smash the charge and just dive out of the way and then turn back around. And then use my secondary charge, which we get, we get 2 charges on these guys, wherever it is, that one, and then just slam straight back into them. And then you've basically negated the only advantage Greeks have, which is their charge, and you get them as a hand-to-hand. Obviously you're running your deep pocket, so you're getting 40% melee defense and attack, and you can even debuff them if you like as well, and they just can't do anything, and they just get absolutely slaughtered, really. So, yeah, they are the perfect anti-cav unit. I even find they can beat most Romans if you can sort of catch them well on the charge. So, yeah, I think that's all there is about to say with them. Let's hop into our first battle and see how we get on with them. So, we are loading into the Battle of Thermopylae with our Carthaginian cavalry. Where are we going to go? Well, I'll just loiter somewhere sort of around the middle. I'll probably send a unit out scouting at the start, depending on what this other cavalry wants to do. Although they are barbarians, they may just make a dash down the centre, and they're certainly going to be quicker than me. But yeah, we'll just play around with these guys. It's good that there's a reasonable amount of cav on our team. I just feel that these guys are like the perfect anti-cav at the moment. I just think they work so well in terms of hunting down enemy cavalry units. They always, bar Greek cavalry, they almost always win on the charge. I just think it makes them the absolute perfect unit for this sort of thing. So it looks like the enemy barbarians are going forwards as well. So I'll just send a unit down, just in case. You never quite know what you're going to meet in the middle of the map. It's not unknown to occasionally meet a unit of archers that just seems to wander out on its own with no protection, so you never quite know. We just got our other 2 units put at the back. So far, I'm not seeing a lot. I'll just crest up this rise over here, and then I guess we should get reasonable visibility on whatever's down here. Okay, there's a bit too much there, isn't there? It kind of proves the point, though. Let's try and dash out of this one. Oh dear, that's painful. So there are slingers, archers and javelins all in a row, but they have unfortunately got some protection in the form of Roman infantry. There's some enemy cavalry, Greek cavalry down at the bottom, so we can go and have a look at these guys possibly. Unfortunately, it looks like our guy is AFK. And he's just lost the bulk of his unit. He'd obviously moved one of his units off and not noticed that he was engaged, going to get engaged by those Greeks there. So we have got more Greek cavalry coming down, so I've got to be a bit careful here how we're going to implement this, because they're going to want to threaten me. But I'm happy for them to engage this lot, because I will engage them. Oh, quickly try and get my Numidian advance off in time. I was a bit slow. Bring down this next unit. We are of course anviled, and they have got another unit. Let's see what this 3rd unit does. It's probably going to hurt us, but if those Insidious swordsmen can get in there, that'll be perfect. Okay, I'm going to try and push my unit round there. Just try and get extra flanking damage on them. And then let's bring this unit in. The charge. And let's cut these guys down. Perfect. Let's just try and get these guys to rout. Let's start to buff our units like I should be doing. Oh, I can't run one because they're anviled. I have confidence that we should be able to catch up with these guys. I hope. Go for a really long charge. It's the benefit of these Numidians with their double charge. Should mean that we should be able to catch people in a situation like this. It's all becoming a bit strung out. I can't believe we've not got a bloody flanking modifier on these guys yet. Go for another charge. Surely is this enough to catch them? There we go, there's the flank. And that is the end of the Greek cavalry. So, we took a bit of loss at the beginning, unnecessarily against those enemy slingers, which was a bit unfortunate. But basically against those Greeks we took very negligible losses. And we've helped to assist in destroying all their units. And stop them from escaping. Because even one unit of Greeks can actually be quite annoying, to be honest, because they have such a powerful charge that even like just a handful of Greek cavalry against archers do an awful lot of damage. So, what we're going to do now, I want to get round these hoplites before they realise what's going on, and then let's go for these spears, if there's anything left of them, from where our infantry are. Here's a nice unit of Heliot slingers here. To be honest, I'm probably just going to cluster up like a noob. Last minute charge. Run them straight down. Because our infantry have got the other unit, so I'm happy to just cluster up like this. We can push everyone through the unit, make sure we get maximum damage. Come on guys, kill them. There we go, there's the flanking modifier. We should cut them down pretty quickly. And it looks like those other Greek slingers over there are being killed as well. Because these tier 8 slingers are really quite a powerful unit. They have really high melee weapon damage. So, what else have we got to contest us? We have got some Italian nobles in the middle of the map. We've still got pretty good unit strength, so I'm happy with where we are in that sense. Yeah, these are what we're going to have to deal with. So Italian nobles, you know, a pretty dominant cavalry unit, something we've really got to be worried about, I would have said. Go for our Numidian advance. Bit of an early charge. He doubled back at a pretty good time there. Let's debuff him. Go for a charge there. Oh, he's done it again on me. But we're getting him pinned down now. He's not ultimately going to be able to get away with this. And there we go for the final charge. Hopefully that should be enough. If I get all my buffs activated. Oops, I don't want to zoom in on Hasdrubal. Should just get these last people and get them pinned down. There's a few of them there. I'm not attacking for some reason. I'm going charging across the battlefield. Let's get a debuff on one of these. Obviously they're still in Oath of Perseverance. It's making it really tough to kill. We could conceivably just pull out for what it's worth, but we might as well just kill these last couple of units, particularly as this battle looks like it's getting well in hand now. And that is pretty much the end of the enemy cavalry. We've got a little someone in base, but I'm guessing it's probably just one of these cavalry or maybe an infantry unit or something, because they're not capping very fast, so it's nothing really to be a problem for us. But let's start to make progress, see what it is in our base and go and kill it. So it's just a pretty average game with these guys. But hopefully you sort of see how they work quite well as an anti-cav. Yeah, particularly against that double charge, just makes them lovely for gaining ground, particularly when people like the Greeks like that. And it also makes it really good for dodging enemy cavalry charges. So yeah, these are just a really lovely unit to play. I just find them nicer and nicer the more and more I play them, particularly as I'm getting them more and more upgraded. Looks like we're going to cap out, so it's a victory for us. Nice. Pretty standard game, nothing amazing, but yeah, just kind of goes to show how effective they are against enemy cavalry, because they can't really escape. Barbarians being probably the only exception to that in terms of having enough speed to get away. Yeah, so there we go. A nice opening game. We shall press on with one more, see if we can continue the victory run going. I've been playing these guys for quite a while, so it's a good job I enjoy them, because I'm going to be going down the hat route to get to the javelin men as well, because really a unit you never ever see in battle. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen Carthaginian javelins in battle. Just a really obscure unit, so I'm quite looking forward to unlocking these guys. Actually, I'll probably be doing these first before the tier 9s cavalry. So yeah, something to look forward to. But anyway, let's hop into our second battle and see if we can keep this good run going. So we are loading into our second battle. Where am I going to go? I'll probably head up on this flank. We have got some solar javelins and some spearmen. Some Hasdrubal spearmen. It's myself, but in spear mode. And a bit of cavalry as well. Looks like they're in a team. So yeah, we'll just head up to see what we're going to find. Quite a lot of infantry in this game. Although there's a bit of cavalry kicking around, so there's could be a little bit for us to anti-cav. Which is obviously my new favourite word for these guys. These are the ultimate anti-cav. So let's push up the hill and see what we can see. They get a pretty good base speed now. I've got them fully upgraded if I can get out of the forest. 9.58, which is a pretty good movement speed. Makes them workable because they're quicker than basically everything bar barbarians. So yeah, pretty nice. Pretty good going. So let's just wait to see what we can find. Not a lot we can do until we get started a bit more. Some Myrmidons coming up. Looks like our Blood Riders are going to be pushing out round the side. Seems a sensible thing to do, apart from the Falxmen. Yeah, you can't engage them. Some Greek cavalry. The question being, are the Greek cavalry going to come and have a go? Or do they think they're hard enough? Because I think, as a general rule, I think we can outplay Greek cavalry with these guys. Just as a Creasy cavalry, you don't want to be blobbing up like that. It's not good form for spearmen. Our javelins are going to get threatened a bit there. Some of the Greek cavalry is getting a little bit involved. I'm going to push into the forest, which is normally bad form on cavalry because of the movement speed debuff that is associated with it. But I think we're a bit limited, really, because, you know, I don't want to be doing what these Blood Riders are doing and sort of getting stuck into what is really a pitched infantry battle. I think my better bet is, considering it doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff down the centre, let's just pull out of this flank. Unfortunately, and I think we need to find another way around. We can maybe go around the back and start to threaten the Greek cavalry from a rearward point of view. Would probably be a better bet. Oh, these guys got caught out by the infiltration on the enemy Falxmen. Suddenly not looking quite so good for them. Our light artillery needs to be careful as well because these Myrmidons are coming down. I don't know if they've realised the sort of peril they are putting themselves in. Make sure we don't get caught by these Myrmidons. Pull out, pull out, pull out. Catch up with the units. I guess we might as well throw a javelin at them. So they get caught, pull back out again. Okay. These guys are kind of annoying because they're driving me away when I don't want to be. Some enemy legionary cavalry down here, which would be an option. Oh, it's these Greeks. How is our fight going against these Falxmen up in the centre? Well, it's not impossible, is it? Let's push this way. What can we do? Things are looking a bit bleak. Oh, it's legionary cavalry.
I thought there was a war on.
Pull out, please. Oh dear. Not so well implemented.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
But that's why you don't blob up, because you know, in this sort of situation it's now easy for me to dominate the fight. Multitasking error. Oh! Escape! Oh no! Oh no! Ah, that is not what I wanted. And we're anviled. Oh, what a killer! Okay, let's try and get a bit of damage on him before he pulls out. Oh, this is a real bad one. He's got us really well now. Come on, anvil off! Oh, I'm just caught in such a tight space as well. Okay, now he's anviled. He's just hammered me, so let's turn on him. Try and get a bit of counter damage on him. But where are the two units? Okay, this was going well, but it's now going badly. They're hopefully going to be blocked a little bit by their own team, which they are. Let's push these two units around. Let's see how we can bait these guys. They're going to hammer. I'm going to charge away. I'm going to turn around, charge again. That's how you bait Greeks out in a nutshell. Now we've got a... We've got one of them dead. Have I got my main charge back? Yes, I have, so I can probably catch them a little bit with that. Right, bring you up. Multitasking in the extreme. Getting my buffs on. They're going to hammer me there, I would have thought. Yeah, that was a painful one. Get my Numidian advance on. And countercharge them. I'm hoping that we're going to get enough to flank these guys and kill them. We are. So now we've just got one unit left to deal with. Oh, we're routing ourselves. Nope, we've come back. Can we catch up with these last guys before they can get their anvil back? I know I'm charging with everyone, which is not particularly good form. I'm probably going to go for charge there. Can they? Yes, got them. Okay, base. Let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back. Or should we just do... No, let's get back to base because we're going to get decapped. Right, start to make some ground here. We're going to have to now try and avoid all these Myrmidons, which is going to be really tough. probably to get round, but if we can get round, then we're going to be able to get into their base. They've realised probably what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to push through. No, we are basically clear. So if we can get into range of these enemies, we can throw our javelins at them. These Numidians are perfect. The perfect decapping cavalry. Oh, that was poorly done there. So what have we got to deal with? Looks like some of our cavalry got back and got a bit of a decap on. Nice. And it looks like it's chosen swordsman. Obviously I'm blobbing, which may seem like bad form. We're capped out anyway. But as what I was going to say, obviously I'm blobbing up, which may seem sort of bad. But when you're going for the javelin throws in a tight little space, it's much easier to be clustered together. I'm not actually intending to fight anyone in hand-to-hand in that sort of situation. I just wanted to get, as a group, close enough to the corner, just throw some javelins round on those barbarians. Then I would have been pulling back. So in that sort of situation, I think it's fine, because otherwise you're sort of going to have to micromanage as a line. And with a relatively short range of javelins, I think you're better clustering so long as you're not going to be fighting. Because obviously when we've been fighting those Greek cavalry, if it had been one cluster, that hammer would have just absolutely smashed us to pieces. So, yeah. And hopefully that kind of goes to show when we were fighting those Greeks as well, how really it was quite a bad situation. Things went pretty bad pretty quickly from the start, but yet these guys are quite tough, quite resilient. We're still able to pull it back and ultimately win against those Greeks. Even though they have the stronger charge, you know, you've got that double charge. If you can get the space like we did, we can dodge them and then recharge them. And that's really what you've got to be trying to do with these guys. So yeah, for me, I have just been enjoying these guys more and more. I just think they're an absolutely fantastic unit. Can heartily recommend them. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed the fact that we're going back to sort of heavy cavalry with the Numidians on the next time, which is a little bit disappointing. And even the tier 10s. Oh no, the tier 10s go back to proper Numidians with a good base movement speed. Okay, so we've got something to look forward to in the future, thankfully. So yes, let me know what you think about this video in the comments down below. Have you and anyone else got onto these Numidian guys? How do you find them? Are they any good? And yeah, subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War Arena content, and we shall see you all on the next video. Thanks guys.